Welcome to my second episode. Yeah, it's crazy today. It's living paid with Lessego. It's crazy. I'm gonna talk mostly about addiction. I'm gonna hit it straight. It's not easy to talk about addiction because I'm an addict. So I've learned about being an addict. It's not easy. It's not easy because even if to talk about it makes you a little bit nervous, makes you a little bit uh sad because addiction for me, it got nothing but sad stories. So I will tell people straight, addiction is a disease. I'll treat it as a chronic disease for me. You get hooked to it, and for me, my addiction was basically my disease was basically alcohol. I was an alcoholic. It's not easy to say an alcoholic, but I was an alcoholic. So I've stopped. It's been like 14 months now, 15 months now. It's a year and 4 months now. Been clean. I haven't touched alcohol. But am I still an addict? Yes. It's a lifetime disease. Doesn't mean when I stop drinking automatically I'm no longer an addict. I'm an addict, but I'm no longer using. So after 13 years of my life I've spent drinking alcohol. Alcohol for me was one of the moments when I will say when I drink alcohol, I'll be the happiest guy in the room. It destroyed everything because it made me happy. People will say too much of something will destroy you. That is me there. Guys, I've got scars. I'm a living proof that I was alcoholic. If you look at my face clearly all over it, there's scars here, fights. I've got 13 accidents. All of them I was drunk. So I'm gonna start about my life as an adult. I don't know where to start, but it's always somewhere how it started. I grew up in such a way I wasn't happy, and then alcohol became my source of my happiness. So the moment I opened that bottle of alcohol, that's the day I felt like yes, the world has stopped, and the only thing I can feel is happiness. That is when I started drinking heavy because my happiness was written straight inside the bottle of the alcohol. So I used alcohol as a way of escaping my past. Remember, I wasn't happy, and then alcohol became the source of my happiness. I started to get hooked to that alcohol. So alcohol opened the doors to my happiness, whereby I drank so much for so long, but I was never enough. I drank alcohol so badly. I had 13 accidents. I've been arrested. I've got scars. People used to hate me. I remember my own sister. She once told me straight, "Eh, when I you'll make our life easy. Or find peace." So my addiction was so bad to the point whereby I remember there was a time I had a choice. I was driving a friend of mine's car. I was the one driving. I hate this story. It's one of the reason why I went straight to rehab. We were in the car and I was driving. I was speeding, and then boom, accident. Woke up. I was the only one guy in the car. There was a police van, some police is there. There was an ambulance. I was bleeding badly. I had a choice: go to hospital, or prison, or die. I also wish I could die on that moment. I couldn't. So I said, okay, if I go to the hospital, I just destroy someone's car. Where am I going? And I chose prison. And I was arrested. And then, boom, I got sober. You know, the first thing I didn't realize I was in prison. The first thing I realized is that I didn't have a bottle of alcohol. You know how alcoholic I was. I wasn't scared of the prison so much. I was scared of I wouldn't have another one. So I was so alcoholic to the point whereby I'm learning to put my stories out, my sad stories. Also alcoholic to that every day when I wake up, I have sad story. Like all my accidents, all my fights. I lost my job. I lost the girls that I mostly loved. I lost almost everything. I will pick a fight. I'll get in a room, pick a fight, talk shit, get beaten because I'm drunk, not because they are strong, because I'm drunk. Remember nothing the next day, get drunk, try to get some stories, and get beaten again. So my journey as an alcoholic, I will say it was one of the horrible stuff, like living in hell. Ever been into hell and felt like how I can't escape this because my disease was so tough for me that I got control by alcohol. So ha ke ntse nka bua ya my addiction life. My addiction life is so messed up. I can't pick days where like one of the worst, all of them are worse. I remember I had to ke khape utiaka, left the alcohol behind, came back. I was driving on 180 in the 60s. Boom, 5 people. To level 5, and then I said, shit, go to prison again. Put some lie. My addiction was so good, I knew how to lie. I will lie and make a story, and then get back and say, I need one. You see what we say in the rehab? One is too many, 1,000 is never enough. But I would drink thousands of alcohol. I always had money. Where I got the money from my chonisa, from lying, manipulating people. I was good at that. So I was very good at manipulating people. I wouldn't buy food for that. I'll buy alcohol and I'll share stories. I don't have electricity. I don't have this. I don't have this. Borrow me 100 rand. I get paid on this day. Okay, sure. Come that day, I still borrow to pay you my own money, alcohol, borrow again somewhere else, fix the problem. So for me, addiction, I can't put it in words to say this is addiction. Addiction is being controlled by something. Remember, addiction can be pornography, can be gambling, can be alcohol, can be drugs. It's something that controls you. So my controller was alcohol. So I never said I was an addict until I went to rehab.